Welcome back to the Digital Den. I'm here with our principal, Mr. Phillips. Let's give it a round for him.
How are you, Mr. Alcorn?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. It's been a nice week. Weather's been good. You can't ask for much better in February when it comes to weather. Everybody gets the itch for springtime. You know how that goes.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm
Yes,
sure
sir.
we still got a little more weather to go through, but we'll get there. But it's
I've
been
been
a
eating
good
it
week.
up. I've been eating it up.
Yep.
This has been a big week for scheduling. I know
It
you're
has.
trying to get that locked in.
Yeah, our counselors have spent all week meeting with students, grade levels. I think they met with ninth grade on Monday, and then sophomores, and then I think juniors were yesterday. I think we took Wednesday off. So big week, just trying to get out there, all the classes that are offered, and we want to make sure we're as transparent as possible with everybody. That way when they fill out scheduling forms, I know it's hard to believe, but we're scheduling for next year. You got to do those things and have it. This is the time for that. So excited. Our counselors have done amazing. Miss Sears, Miss Speakman, Miss Davis, they've all been in there. They've had a lot. I checked on them yesterday. They were whipped. they hadn't done that many. It felt like they've been teaching all day. So it was but it was good for them. They really enjoyed it, and they put a lot of time into that. So it was time well spent. So
Super
good week
nice.
for that.
Super nice. Next week, we're going to have the cookies and questions with the counselors. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. So this week we met with kids like we just discussed. So next week, Monday afternoon at 5 o'clock, they are going to host like a parent night where they just have some cookies out, and it's just going to be like a Q&A type. Like going to have everybody in and just have people asking questions. So we'll present a little bit of material, but just allow the parents and the students to ask any and all questions, whether it be what classes do I need to take? What do our pathways look like? What's dual credit or AP look like? Any and all questions. They want to help and go ahead and get that out of the way. And once again, that's just about being transparent. That's something new that we're doing. And it's strictly just our counselors giving up some time in the afternoon for families, and that's what we're here for. So excited about that. I'll be around for that, and we'll make it a good afternoon. But I'd say that wouldn't last no more than an hour and a half, depending on how many people show up. But that's for all grade levels. 9 through 11, and then we got some stuff scheduled with 8th graders over the next couple of weeks. So once again, we just like to get kids in places. That way we can get our schedule set and don't have to worry about kids moving classes next year and all that, because that becomes really tough when you start moving kids around after the school year starts. So a lot of front loading into scheduling right now.
I'm sure parents are going to appreciate that.
I hope
Q&A.
so.
Midterms are being handed out today in your advisory period.
Yeah, it's hard to believe we're already 2.25 ways through the year. So I think somebody said the other day we're down to like 65 school days left or something. I heard. I think people keep track of that. I don't. But yeah, we're getting there. It's good stuff. But yeah, those will be coming home today. I say it every time we talk about this. We don't mail them because it costs way too much to mail them for 1,000 kids. So parents, when you watch this, make sure and ask your kids how they're doing, and make sure you stay on top of that. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and let us know. We'll get you answers.
Sweet. Tomorrow, school will host the ACT. Is that just kind of for juniors who want to take it, maybe see a little bit about
it is,
what it's going to look like?
So we host about once every 2 months, I think. Miss Beyer does that, works with the ACT. So a Saturday morning every couple months usually. We'll have, I think she's got about 70 kids coming tomorrow. So the building will be locked down in the morning, and they utilize our classrooms, and it's just a good time. A lot of times that's seniors that have already taken it a couple times, and they're just trying to up that score. Sometimes it's younger kids trying to get a start on the ACT. But yeah, that's something you can sign up for, and they can't sign up for tomorrow. That's already done. The registration's closed. But if you're interested in something like that, every Saturday it's somewhere different. So you could go to Bullitt East sometimes. You can go to school in Louisville on a Saturday morning and take it, just depending on where they have it. So if you're interested in that as a parent and you want to sign up, you can go to ACT's website and click on Kentucky, and it'll show you all the dates and where they're at. And, get your kid ready for college if that's the plan.
Heck yeah, very beneficial. We will host the ACT for all juniors on March 12th.
Yeah, that's a big day for us, March 12th, a big day for our juniors. Every kid takes it. Building's on lockdown, and we do it, and it's different now. It's on computers. It's always been pencil and paper. We used to do it in the gym with 225 kids at tables, and it was a big thing. But now that it's on computers, we have to do it in classrooms. So we have to do it in groups of 25, which is a better setting for the kids. I'm not as much on the computer. I think the computer hurts the kids a little bit. I think pencil and paper, I'd like to see stats on that. I'd be willing to bet that if you take it on pencil and paper, your score is a little bit higher. I just feel kids perform better that way. So the ones that the actual ACT tomorrow, the ones they do on Saturday, are still on pencil paper.
Really?
So that's a little bit different. Yeah. So if that's something else, if you're interested as a senior, or, you want to try to, maybe you need a point or two, it might be worth trying, because that paper test, I believe, and I have zero data to back that up. That's something I need to research, but I believe that you put pencil and paper in front of kids, I think they do a tad bit better on a big standardized test like that. So, yeah, but we'll have it March 12th, big day for us. We'll feed every junior breakfast that morning and get them in classrooms, and we'll get it done and get them focused, and interested to see how they do, for sure. It's a big day for us as a school in the county.
Yes, sir. In 2 weeks, we will have a future 9th grade parent night on Wednesday, February 21st, and the next day will be a tour for our future 9th graders.
So meet with parents, and then we work with the middle school. Mr. Mercer's great, allowing us to have those kids for a couple hours. We do we got a schedule. We do like 2 different runs. We do half the class, half of because they're so large. Can't do all 240 of them at one time. So we'll do 120, and we'll bring them over, and they get to tour all of our pathway classes and see all the cool stuff we have to offer. They don't do like math or English, science, or social studies. They don't do those classes, but they do get to go into our engineering and our nursing and our ag. We just try to get them in all of our pathways, culinary, because we want kids to see that. I think if they visually see it, they might have a better idea of what they want to do. So, and then we have that actually the night before. We'll actually have basically a night for parents to come in and talk about those things. So we talk to the parents, and then the next day we follow that up with a tour with the kids, try to get it all right there when it's fresh in their mind. And that way, if they have questions, they can ask. And then once again, after that, they start setting a schedule with us. Our counselors will go over there and sit down with every kid and build them a 9th grade schedule. So anything to help with clarity, that's what all that's about. So exciting stuff for us. And once again, we love getting the parents in the building. We like showing off what we have, and we're excited.
Talking to Mr. Mercer yesterday, he's very, very concentrated on getting them into pathways, getting them into career fields and stuff.
Yeah,
like
they're
that.
actually
Super
building
good.
a CT pathway lab over there, I think, over the next few months. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that'll be ready in August. But, yeah, it's going to allow those kids to, at the 8th grade level, and I don't know how far, I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but it's a lab to kind of let kids experience what we have here, so we can align it with our pathways here. And they have some really cool stuff. Like, we offer welding here. They're going to do some stuff virtually with welding. So they won't actually weld, but they'll have like some 3D goggles, and they practice welding. Like, it's a really, really futuristic, state-of-the-art thing that the middle school's getting. 100% support that, because I think, once again, that just helps kids kind of get focused on what they want to do. So that's been a big conversation with us in the middle school, and Dr. Foster at the board office. It's been getting that in there, and because we know that it's going to be at the middle school, but that's a 6th grade through 12th grade benefit. It'll help all of us out. So big steps over there for them, for sure.
Our prom will be held at the Kentucky Derby Museum on May 11th.
Yeah, prom's late. This last couple of years we've done prom a little later. Most schools do it mid-April. May the 11th is prom, Kentucky Derby Museum, Saturday night. Excited for that. We looked at 3 or 4 different venues, and that one just checked all the boxes that we wanted. Last year we had it here locally, up in Waterford Park. There's a venue up there. It's just not quite big enough for us. I loved having it there, but it's just not quite. We're so large anymore with our kids, and I think we sold 485 tickets last year to prom was the number we ended up selling. So it takes a big size place to hold us all. So, but it's a good night. We're excited to have it there. I've never been there personally. They said we had it there years ago, but I've never been there. But we'll make it a good night, and that's a big week. With prom being so late, May the 11th. We're out of school that next week on May 17th, as long as we don't have any snow days or anything. So there's a chance you do prom, graduation, all that good stuff, all within a 7 to 10 day period there. So busy time for families. So make sure you get that stuff on your calendar, and make sure you're aware of that. And if you have questions, reach out, let us know. But I kind of like it, get it all there together. I like it being a little later. Prom allows, I think, for a little better weather. We'd like to do it the first Saturday of May, but we all know what goes on in Louisville there. We can't mess with the Kentucky Derby.
Roads are just busy,
everything's so busy in Louisville. Kids can't get in anywhere to eat or anything like that. So we move it. We always do the second Saturday in May. But I like it. It's a chaotic week when you do all that at one time. But man, it's pretty cool to see those seniors enjoying all that stuff one last time, and us getting to spend time with them. So we're excited, and yeah, once again, block that week off for senior parents and senior kids. Make sure that you understand, students and parents, that's going to be a busy, busy week.
Yes, sir. As a reminder to see the counselor's site, along with our class pages website and our college career website. Look for the sites in our description of the podcast. This will help you learn about information going on in these areas. Moving to sports, good luck to our swim team today as they're actually competing right now in regionals in Shelbyville.
Yeah, swimming right now over at the FAC over there, I believe. So exciting stuff.
10 o'clock in the morning, already going.
Yep.
Good luck to our wrestling team as they compete in regionals tomorrow at Western Hills. So Riley Burton, 3.9 GPA over there.
Yep.
Good luck to our.
He made sure to tell us that, didn't he?
I know. I don't know what's up with that. Riley, can you?
We know.
I just felt like
We know he's a smart kid. Yeah, that's exciting stuff. They're wrapping up their season, and hopefully we get some victories there tomorrow, and we get some in swim today so they can move on and compete at the state level. That would be exciting for sure.
Oh, yeah. Wrestling's just going. I think they compete in state next week, right? Thursday, Friday? Yep. Oh, yeah. Busy for them. Good luck to our archer team at their tournament tomorrow in Bardstown. Our archers will shoot from 11:30 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m.
Good deal.
Our boys basketball got a big win this past Tuesday night at Franklin County.
Scored 91 points, I think. That's a bunch of points. I don't know what they were doing, but they must have been letting it fly. But I know that's a good win, huge win. You know, Franklin County is always really good. They're really athletic. They play a style up and down the floor, and that's probably what lended itself to 91 points. But big win, you know. The boys are rolling. I was looking at that the other day. I'm not going to say the last time they lost because I don't want to jinx anything, but them and we're going to talk about the girls here in a minute. Both of them right now. You always want to be playing your best ball in February, and here we sit on February 9th, and they're both playing pretty good. So keep plugging along, keep doing what they're doing. Both of them, let's just, we hope and pray they both stay healthy. That's a big thing for all of our athletes right now, our wrestlers, our swimmers, our archers, our basketball players. Right now, you want to be healthy. That's a big thing. So we're in a good spot there.
They host Walton Verona tonight for another regional matchup.
Yeah, big, exciting night here. Friday night basketball at Spitzner County High School.
Next week, they have 2 home games, Tuesday versus Bullitt East, and next Friday against Bardstown for senior night.
I know there's some stuff out there about the Bullitt East game. If you keep up with social media, got a cool thing going on Tuesday night against Bullitt East, wearing some different uniforms. Coach Burns has some throwback uniforms. I'm not going to give too much away, and I know they're already out there, but exciting night. Once I saw them, I was like, man, we need like sweatshirts that look like that. Like we're going to have to work on that a little bit. We got to get some gear to go along with those throwbacks. So I think it'll be an exciting night for a lot of our community members that have been a part of the community for a long time. It's a Taylorsville night basically. So pretty cool stuff. So we're excited about that. And that Bullitt East is always a great environment, great game. That's probably one of our top 2 rivals. Them and Collins, I would say, when you look across, those are the 2 teams that we compete against the most. So. Excited for that. It'll be a big week next week. 2 home games, Tuesday and Friday. Yep.
Yes, sir. I believe basketball tonight's also doing a thing with trading cards for their players.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty neat.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Our girls basketball team traveled to Oldham County and got a big win this past Wednesday.
They're playing well, too. Scoring a lot of points, defending well. Coach Howie's playing a lot of girls right now, too. That's something else I've kind of noticed. The playing time for some of these girls has ticked up a little bit, which is good for him. Those girls are building confidence, and that only helps down the road. You never know when you're in a game and a girl gets in foul trouble or something. It's getting to the point where he's comfortable pulling some people. That 8th, 9th, 10th girl off the bench, they're in there playing and providing. So that's just that just commends his coaching and his staff. They build those girls, and they put a lot of time and effort into it, but. I watch a lot of girls basketball. I can tell you that, probably more than I ever thought I would. But our girls program is second to none. It really truly is, and it's when you see it, and we have some young girls that provide. And that's been a lot of years of a lot of hard work at a lot of levels to make that happen. It's kind of done right from the grassroots. It kind of starts early on, and Howie's got his thumbprint on a lot of that, so he does well. And our girls are playing well, man. It's been fun. They defend so well, which is really – our boys defend really well too. But it's just kind of cool. Sometimes defense is a lost art anymore. But we can sit here and talk about basketball forever, so we better move on. So
next week they play at Taylor County on Tuesday and travel to Nesson County next Friday. But that's all we have today for our newsletter. Do you have any closing remarks?
That is it, man. It's been a good week. Good stuff going on. Remember, students, if you're watching this, if you get to watch an advisory or you watch it on your own, let's stay focused. Make sure you're in class doing what you're supposed to do. Get there on time. Be a leader, right?
Yes, sir.
What you do is contagious. It rubs off on your classmates around you. So just be aware and be cognizant of that. And we're at a spot in the year where we can hit them lulls a little bit. We're in a grind right now. So,
yes, sir.
But it'll be here March 1st in April. Spring break will be here before we know it. Spring sports will be rolling. We're already talking about prom and graduation. So it's here. It's around the corner. So we're getting there, getting another year down. But yeah, just make sure we're doing the right thing. lead positively, and let's have another good week next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming back onto the
Yeah,
podcast.
love it.
If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe, and then follow us on Instagram at schs.digitalden. Everyone have a good weekend.